and roster construction when your fantasy football league. Imagine building a team so well that it feels like a well-oiled machine ready to dominate every week. That's what good roster construction is all about. It's not just about picking the best players, but about creating a balanced team that can adapt and perform throughout the season. When you start preparing for your draft, think about how different positions score points in your league. If you're in a point-per-reception league, players who catch a lot of passes become more valuable. If your league allows starting multiple quarterbacks, grabbing to solid ones early can give you a big edge. Some leagues give extra points for tight ends, so you might want to target a top tight end early if that's the case. The key is understanding your league's rules so you can plan your picks accordingly. One popular strategy is called zero running back, where you focus on wide receivers and quarterbacks early, then pick running backs later. This can work if you find elite wide receivers and quarterbacks in the early rounds. But you need to balance your team so you don't end up with too few running backs later on. Early picks tend to be more reliable, so investing in high-impact positions at the start makes sense. But you also don't want to ignore other positions. For example, grabbing 3 running backs early might leave you with weaker options at wide receiver or quarterback later. Spreading out your picks across rounds helps keep your team balanced and ready for any surprises. Another tactic is called stacking, where you draft a quarterback and his favorite wide receiver from the same team. This can boost your points when that team does well, but it's not something to force. It's better to be strategic and pick players who fit your overall plan. Practicing with mock drafts is a great way to see how different roster setups work. It helps you get comfortable with your strategy and adapt to different draft scenarios. In the end, building a strong roster can definitely give you a better shot at winning your league. But remember, it's just one part of the puzzle. In season management, player performance, and a little luck also play big roles. So focus on understanding your league, planning your picks carefully, and practicing your strategy. That way, you'll be ready to put together a team that can compete week after week.